Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Total War Attila, the Eastern Roman Empire, and history. And look at this. Look at this insane amount of money that we're making here. I don't know where it came from. We haven't taken over that many lands. Perhaps the alliance with these people has somehow benefited us financially, but we are doing quite well. And a Sassanid agent scored a critical failure and has now been removed from the board. However, this fellow, who sounds very Roman, he is champion, and he attacked Servius Tertinus Lucilius in Ctesiphon. This enemy came dangerously close to murdering one of our own and wounded him, and apparently we can't see who that is. And we beat the Marcomanns, yep. Africa's not very happy. That's okay. We have an ally there now. So let's take a look at that. I want to see what happened here. No, come on. No. So what's going on? Who did this agent hurt exactly? This guy? No, that's Flavius Timasius. Maybe it was our spy? Who did this? What's going on? How's this guy doing, by the way? How's his morale? Or not his morale, but his loyalty. Not bad. He's still pissed off that an office was given to a subordinate. Will that last forever, or what? His army is pretty much full already. He just needs cavalry. What are we going to do with him? There's our ally, Nabatea, sending a huge army after they conquered the Persian capital with just a few men, if even that many. This is a powerful army. Just leaving it in the south with nothing to do seems kind of like a bad idea, but they need cavalry, so let's go to Tyrus. Alright. And actually, you, friend, are our cavalry guy. So let's get you back over there. But we also have an army here that's recruiting cavalry, and they're one turn away from being done. Okay, lovely. Alright, so here is the Surreal Legion. And, oh, we forgot to upgrade all these guys. Let's do that. This is our probably most well-rounded and superior army. However, I would like better archers. How's that working here? This is going to be 3 turns. I'm not going to wait 3 turns. What do we have here? We have... Okay, here's the Persian champion guy. Oh, you know what? Maybe he attacked the champion that was assigned to this army, because apparently there's no champion assigned to this army anymore. So maybe he attacked him and killed him. That's a possibility. This army does have a champion, or a veteran, I should say. Can we... Let's see if we can't get this sucker back. We have the money. Let's do it. Success! And we gained a level because of that. That's excellent. So what do we want here? Sabotage a settlement? Eh. Sabotage walls? That's kind of cool, actually. Raid settlement. Trap a foreign agent. I like that. So in order to get that, however, or oppress a foreign agent, so we need this, and we need this. So now, the next time this guy gains a level, we should be able to do something. He currently has a grain trader. Let's go with the childhood friend instead. I'd rather have him be safer than faster. But we got rid of that stupid guy, so we're good there. And as you can see, we're just leaving devastation in our wake. Here is Lazica, our ally, fighting the Caucasian separatists. It's Lazica's king, actually. Iran, also our ally. But here's Kartli, our newfound enemy. And they are attacking Mishteka, which hopefully for me will be a big Mishteka for them. I'm sorry. Okay. So, what do we want to do here? We used to have a spy, which was good because we could see what was going on. Now we cannot. And I don't want to lead my armies to death Meshan is still owned by the Sassanids, but then we have this huge army here of Mazun. We should be able to take out Hira. That would be useful. So let's move both of our armies right here by Ctesiphon, with the benefit being that they can back each other up. They're a bit more imposing to attack. Plus, we can be backed up by our allies. What this does, though, is it leaves us open to attacks up here, which probably would necessitate recalling this guy back up next turn, but we could do that. And now we have lots and lots of money. So let's destroy that building. And what do we want here? An aqueduct. Sounds like a good plan. What's this here? It's just a construction site. Local industry, a rally field. We have just regular fields here, which we are improving. And here we have fields too. Let's improve those in Amida. Otherwise, we look pretty good here. I don't necessarily know if I want anything else. I could build a capital. That would certainly be useful. How are things in Syria? Actually, let's just look. Alright, so you've moved. You're staying here. You're also staying here. Rufinus. The Quadians are not our enemies. And we're not... These separatists keep eluding us. Ajax is doing okay. We're 2 turns away from it being fully upgraded. Why not? We can afford the Balne. So Rufinus, what exactly do we want you to do? I guess you can go and just threaten them a little bit. You are not Rufinus, however. Just keep you moving. He still is retraining, which is neat. Arcadius has moved. You're staying here. You're getting cavalry. Ah, yes. The army that just saved Sirmium. And is Sirmium still under the pestilence? No, it actually looks pretty healthy. Let's upgrade this to a reservoir. That's certainly useful. A food market. I'm not going to do that, because I don't want to improve the squalor yet and lower the public order, and we're not really having food problems. Well, we're getting closer to having food problems. I don't really know if I want a tabernae. I think a capital would actually be much better here. What do I get from this? Some wealth and a spy recruitment, but otherwise nothing good. Can we convert it to? Scriptorum would give us research. And a little bit more wealth. And it would eschew the negative effects to squalor and public order. That might be useful. And eventually I could build a capital here. But I need 7 population surplus. And we currently have, what, a 1 population surplus? I don't know. We're upgrading the city, though. Yeah, I could stand to lose a little bit of wealth for better public order. Let's do it. And we're unfortunately out of money, but that's okay. This army is currently under the hostile effects of that, so let's move them back. Wow, both armies. Okay, you're gonna move back to Salona. Actually, Salona is doing okay. It's neutral right now. It's not losing public order. So I'm going to... The problem is, who can I give these men to? I want to give these guys to somebody, but there's nobody to give them to. Since this guy has plenty of infantry. I wish you could just leave them in a city, like in Medieval 2, but you can't. It just seems silly that all these elite legionary troops are up here, just kind of sitting around. Let's, let's take care of these guys. Which then will allow us to... That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take away 2 units of his spearmen and give him 2 units of Legio. Perfect. Head back to Salona. Take out these guys. Okay. And at Portugal, you're just going to have to deal with a little bit of attrition. Hopefully not a lot. Especially for the cataphracts. There's only 13 of them. Hopefully that was not a bad move on my part. We'll see. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Alright, that's all of our armies. Cilicia is having a problem because they need to import food. What do I have here? I have a sheep pen and fishing jetties, which I cannot afford to improve. Maybe I could do that next turn. We do have a tabernet here as well, though we have an aqueduct to make up for it. We can upgrade this jetty here to fishing jetties. That's fine. This will probably be a capital when we get this. That's fine. Libya? Libya definitely needs to be improved. We've really let it alone, although the public order is getting better. Alright. You are a governor? You are the governor of Antioch, I think. What would help that? A less construction cost? That's certainly good. And food. Let's do both of those. What can we give you here? Recruitment, upkeep, morale. Wealth, yes, absolutely. Growth 10, absolutely. How's your wife? She's fertile. Well, that's good. You're a drunkard. That's not good. In the last episode, we discussed how the Byzantines utilized the religious amazement that was generated by seeing the Hagia Sophia in their political machinations. And while all this did serve a political purpose, it has to be noted that the Byzantines were not cynical about their religion. While they did exploit it for political gain, they still believed in it, sincerely and unquestioningly, and they were truly and honestly devout, and they saw it as their duty to convert the world to Christianity. So, while looking at it from our eyes, we may seem as if religion was used very, very cynically and very skeptically. The truth of the matter is, they really did believe in it. They believed in it, but at the same time, they recognized the value that it had politically and in the survival of the empire in relation to the different groups who surrounded it. So the conversion of the Rus and the marriage of the Emperor Basil II's sister to Vladimir, their king, potentially saved the empire, because at about this time, there was a revolt by a very powerful and wealthy noble by the name of Bardus Phocas, and Basil was given assistance by Vladimir in that war. Vladimir assisted the rightful emperor and the loyalists, and Basil was able to defeat the usurper. And Vladimir also sent a unit of 6,000 axe-wielding Rus soldiers to fight for the empire, and they, due to their elite status, were immediately made into the Emperor's Guard. And we know of them today as the Varangian Guard, which is probably one of the most enduring symbols of the Byzantine Empire that people still talk about and know about today. So you can see that as all stemming from the religious influence that Orthodox Christianity had, and how by converting the Rus, the empire became stronger as a result. Africa is rising up in rebellion. That happens. Dacia is predicted to rise up in rebellion. That's nothing new either. And we are just making so much money. Where's it coming from? I don't know. Okay. Our priest is getting better at preaching. What did I want from you again? Distract foreign agent. That's a pretty good one, actually. Compromise command foreign army. Let's go with distract. Betray any foreign character. I like that, but I have to study this and this to get to it, which is hard. Encourage mutiny in a foreign army. That's pretty good, too. Compromise command. These are all very useful things, but the problem is my priests are mostly running around trying to make my own territories happy. So what would distract do exactly? It stops the target. Okay, what does mutiny? Mutiny lowers integrity, and retribution kills them. Ooh. Let's eventually get down there. That's fine. Are you still working? You are. Oh, and our champion now can rejoin the army. Actually, let's join the Surreal Legion. And apparently... Oh, I guess the champion joining the army caused the army to stop. That's okay. Let's move him as far as we can go while he still supports the other army. Uh-oh. He's just a bit out of range. Hopefully that won't be a problem. I sincerely hope so. Alright, you are coming back. You are going to guard this area from the enemy. You are heading over here. You are ready to go. So we're going to send you to the east. I want to get some archers, but I also want to take back Trapezus. Do we have any type of troop buildings here? I didn't build any, but sometimes they come with the territory. No, not really. What kind of mercenaries are there around here? Well, we do have peltists. Oh, we have slingers. Okay. But let's wait until we get closer. So we're going to hire some mercenary range troops. We're going to take back Trapezus, and then we're going to get rid of the mercenaries, come down here, and hire some Roman troops. That's what we're going to do there. Now you... Ooh, that's what I like to see. Upgrades. Oh. Oh, I thought they were going to upgrade to like a better unit, but actually they just got faster. So you are now going to hire some cataphracts and some promoti. Okay. Excellent. I don't want you to die for Rome. I want you to live for Rome. Who are you? Alright, so we have to get back to Romula, where things aren't doing so well. But we'll crush whatever rebellion springs up. And we're going to go back to Salona. Now, Sirmium. Actually, we're pretty solid here with the upgrades that we set up last turn. You're fine. You're fine. You can't go anywhere. I guess we'll improve you guys. I don't see if there's any reason not to. Okay. One more turn. Finally, one more turn, and then we can strike out against Corrales. In fact, let's get some more spearmen to help with that. And we finally can crush these guys, hopefully. Nope, they're just outside of our reach. Oh well. What's the point of this? I mean, it doesn't appear that we can ever force these guys to fight. Alright, so Thracia is having to import food. Doesn't appear to be hurting the public order any. But we are going to improve the sheep pens, because why not? The infantry grounds to the infantry barracks. That will give us numeroi. Why not? We might be able to show that off before the series is over. I think we were going to build some fishing wharfs around here. Yep. And a quarry. Nah. We already have an aqueduct. How are the islands doing? They're doing great. We have level 3 sheep pens. We could turn this into a level 3 wheat field. That would be useful. How does it impact? So it adds +5 to squalor and -5 to public order. Squalor here is not high enough. So how's the squalor here working? How is it that this isn't causing squalor 5 +3 +4, and that is somehow okay? Actually, yeah, I think we're going to be okay then, because this is the same. Alright, so some fields. Excellent. So our food situation is going to be better as well. Alright, you. You are the governor of Asia? You have a map holder and carrier pigeons. I like both of those things. You should be building like crazy. Let's give you lower construction cost, more food, and lower construction cost. What are you? Public order +5. I love it. You are a good governor, Gaius Offidus Ibutantis, although your wife has a sharp tongue. Okay, Valerius Mus is the governor of Macedonia. Can we give you anything worth having? Yep, carrier pigeons for you too. Research, excellent. Growth and research, super excellent. I don't know what a kula is, but I wish all of my governors had one. Hair today, cone tomorrow. Oh, come on. That's awesome. Research bonus. Okay. More food for you as well. Does this do anything for... No, just recruitment. Okay. And lower construction cost. And you're not married. You should get married, Vindonius. That'd be a good thing for you to do. So we should construct more things in Macedonia because it'll certainly make things easier for us. So to improve the legitimacy of Constantinople as a holy city, holy relics were imported into the city from all over the empire. And they further cemented the city's prestige in the minds of its Christian neighbors, and it also made the city a site of pilgrimage, which it didn't start off being because it was a brand new city and there were other cities in the empire that had more historical connections. But over time, the number of pilgrims that came to Constantinople eclipsed the number that went to Jerusalem and also Rome. And while conversions and religious authority didn't always protect the empire, as their many conflicts with the Bulgarians and the Rus attest, at other times, the spiritual authority of the empire and the patriarch influenced events to cooperate and keep the empire safe. You want military access? Garamantians? Sure. You're my allies. I don't have a problem with that. I'm trading with you. Okay. Are you high? What's going on here? Okay. We have 3 guys involved in this battle versus the Garamantians and the Western Roman rebels, and I hate them just as much as you do. Let's get them. Wow, that must be a very sharp mace to have caused so much internal bleeding. We'll ransom them, because this is a garrison force. I don't care about their integrity. So, in a final example of the religious authority that the Byzantine Empire had, even in its waning days, when the Fourth Crusade was ordered to attack the city by their Venetian masters, according to Lutwak, the Christian soldiers balked at this, and they were like, we're not going to assault a Christian city. That's not a good thing to do. That's going to put us at bad terms with God. And they had to be strongly encouraged by the Catholic bishops, who apparently were very political, because they preached that the Greeks were murderers and traitors and liars, and that the Western Crusaders would be absolved of all sin of conquering and sacking the Christian city. And it was only after being convinced that the Byzantines were the enemies of God that the soldiers of the Fourth Crusade finally relented and assaulted the city. So as you could see, it was the religious authority of the empire that protected it, and as that religious authority was eroded by the obviously nefarious priests and bishops of the Catholic powers, it was only then, once that religious authority was removed, that the Crusaders felt comfortable attacking the city. As a conclusion, Byzantine diplomacy was a very multifaceted and very successful group of activities that involved not only constant statecraft and communication with nearby powers, pitting them one against the other or bribing them. It involved the personages and the integrity and the fame of the emperor himself or herself at certain times in influencing rival powers and visitors to the city in a show of wealth and power and magnificence, and also the Orthodox religion and the seat of Constantinople as being the center of the Orthodox world. All three were used to preserve the empire and to strengthen the empire. It's telling when you look at the history that when all those three things are working well, the empire is doing great. And when all those things are not working so well and falling by the wayside, that's when there's a little bit of trouble. So, once again, I'm Marcus Aurelius. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.